The Confederate flag was created when the Southern states broke off relations with the North and formed their own country. After the bloodiest war in American history, the Civil War, the South was defeated and rejoined the North to recreate the United States of America. To this day, many people who live in the South still fly the Confederate flag, whether it be on flagpoles or in the backs of their trucks. In our modern time, many people find the flag offensive and believe the flag should be banned and forgotten by history. Although it is true that the flag can be offensive, it shouldn't be forgotten by this country. For this speech, we will discuss 3 points. The fact that the Confederate flag should not be banned or taken down, how we should not glorify it but learn from it, and then I will refute my argument. Firstly, the Confederate flag should not be banned or taken down from the museums because it is a part of history. As the old saying goes, those who forget their history are doomed to repeat it. The Confederates believed that slavery should be legal, and as we all know, this is a barbaric belief. This was their biggest mistake, and as such, the people of today, who are more politically correct than ever, believe that the symbol of such barbaric belief should not be shown. But we need to learn from our mistakes. Think back to when you were a child. You more than likely did put your hand on a stove or a burner. Thanks to that mistake, you from then on never put your hand on a hot stove or burner. If you just put that memory out of your head, then you will burn your hand on a stove all the time. Secondly, we need to fix the problem the Confederate flag is causing. The people of the South believe that the Confederate flag is not a symbol of racism. Instead, they believe that the South is so different from the North that they should have a different flag to show it. What they don't understand is that they are not very different. Sure, they live in different areas with different ecosystems and have different hobbies and opinions, but they are all members of the same race, the human race. What they all need to understand is that they are members of the United States. By flying a flag that represents a time when America was divided, you are not celebrating your history or your heritage. You instead are celebrating a time when we were divided. And as Patrick Henry once said, "United we stand, divided we fall. Let us not split into factions which must destroy that union upon which our existence hangs." Finally, there are many people from both sides who disagree. People who believe that the Confederate flag should be taken down and banned believe that all it does is make black people feel bad and that they should return to slavery. Even though the Confederate flag was the symbol of an area where slavery is legal, it should not be as a representative of slavery. It instead should be a reminder of a dark period of American history, a period where a country that had united itself under a common goal to take their land from their oppressors became divided and fought a war the likes of which this country has never seen and hasn't seen since. On the other hand, there are people of the South who believe that the Confederate flag is a symbol of their heritage and is not a sign of racism. They believe that it is just a design and shouldn't really have any meaning behind it. They believe that since they live in the South, they can fly the flag in their back of the vehicle or in a flagpole. My own neighbor has a flagpole with a Confederate flag flying on it every day. But what these people fail to do is ask themselves if this is morally justifiable. Let's have a scenario. If a person lives in Eastern Germany today, isn't morally justifiable for them to paint a swastika on the side of their vehicle? Is it okay for them to say that they don't believe in the teaching of Hitler or the Nazi Party, but they are just showing that they are from that area? So in conclusion, the Confederate flag should be a grim reminder of our mistakes and not a glorification of the South. Any argument against this does not hold up. Although it is true that the Confederate flag can be offensive, it should not be forgotten by this country. I hope that this has shown you what should happen to the Confederate flag.